welcome to the IT Leaders Africa Summit. I'm Richard Morak with Kinetic Events. First of all, how are you finding it so far?
So the feedback I'm getting so far is very good, very positive. I think there's a lot of interest in, from an industry perspective right now. I think there's a lot of things happening in Africa, and so this is a good forum for us to get out and meet with our potential customers and other people in the industry and sort of map a way forward.
Excellent, excellent. I mean, looking at Africa, what's your strategy of growth?
Well, so from our ISIS perspective, we have decided on a pan-African approach. So we don't see that just going in for country-specific growth is the way to go. We see it as a much broader perspective than that. The African environment and African continent generally now is opening up from a business perspective. We see more multinationals moving in. We see a lot of larger domestic players expanding out regionally and sort of Africa. So we're trying to preempt that. We have presence now in 19 countries. We'll be in 25 countries by the end of the year, and with our own operations. And we believe that creates a unique value proposition to our customers.
And obviously, looking at your team, how do you manage that across different countries?
Yep. So I think the first thing that we realised was that each of the countries are very different. So whether it be the statutory compliance or whether it be the HR practices in each of these countries. So for us, we actually established, you could say, three separate HR departments. One looking after Anglophone, one looking after Francophone, one looking after West Africa. These people are on the ground, they're close to the employees, they understand the local norms, they also help us from a growth perspective in attracting talent and nurturing that talent. Moving forward, being able to train and nurture talent internally, I think is very important for us to our growth. Another thing that's very important to our growth is the fact that we need to be local. So today we have 90% of our employees that are local. We have 10% expats where we need to bring in specialist skills, and that'll be the mandate moving forward as well. Where possible, we will try to fill positions with local staff. Where we can't do that, we'll bring in expertise, but again with a clear mandate that the expertise that we bring in is coming in to do the job, but also to mentor and train the local staff so that we can have that continual upgradation of skills with the local staff.
Absolutely. And obviously, being specific, I mean, is there any industries that you're targeting?
Well, so we came into the market with a very strong knowledge base in the telco sector. So there's probably no one in Africa with as much telco knowledge and experience as we have. However, to continue growth, we can't continue to only focus on telco. So other sectors that are of interest to us, financial services, the mining industry to a certain extent, oil and gas mining, and a little bit in government where we can find projects that we would see as repeatable across multiple countries.
Well, that's brilliant. I mean, that's all from my side. Thank you very much for coming to the IT Leaders, and we look forward to seeing you in West Africa again.
Thank you.
Super.